Okay. Yes, welcome to MCI Radio, and today, of course, we're having Lydia Jasmine on our MCI SDGs media van. How are you, Jasmine?
I'm good. How are you, dear?
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
So passionate when I look at
Mm,
aggressive
yeah.
and influential women like you
Thank you.
being part of such initiatives.
Yeah.
What drives you to be part of such initiatives?
First of all, the passion. I think I love to be. I just love to be a part of a great cause. It could name it. It could be anything, as long as it is impactful to the community, as long as I inspire someone, as long as I use my voice, my purpose, other than just doing music. So I have that passion in me because I remember during COVID times I even had started an organization called Silent Voices. I talked about it at I think it was the press conference of the IMARA Girls Festival,
Yeah.
where I told people I was supposed to be a voice to the girls, young girls out there who are facing like different kind of problems and they have nobody to come out and fight for them and talk for them. So because of COVID, we were distracted, but we are starting again. It's just something in me that I love to be a person of like great importance to the community. The drive, and because I come from also a humble background, I remember starting my way up here. It wasn't easy.
I
I
had you
want
on
to share the
stage.
experience, and inspire girls out there to do the same, because I was also at some point I was like that girl who wanted to be somebody, but I had the fear. I was like, where
I
do I
get
start
you.
from? And so I want to just be somebody who inspires someone to do something great and be somebody of great importance.
There's always something that drives us
Yeah.
to love certain things. For example, there's something that drives you to support such cause. It could either be a history background
Yeah.
about certain things. It could be an influence, maybe around the community you're surrounded with. What influences you to have such love and hearted
Yeah.
feelings towards such?
I think, like I said, I think my humble background. It could be a long story. We couldn't finish today, but
get you.
growing up, it wasn't easy. I grew up with my young sister from somewhere away from our parents. I don't want to mention, the details because privacy reasons. People that raised us, the conditions we passed through were very hard and harsh. And I want to be able to, now that I'm here, I know many people are going through a lot like I did growing up. I want to be someone that can spread love and courage, that you can do this. Because I am somebody today, but I didn't know I would be anything maybe 20 years ago, 25 years ago. And that didn't stop me. So at some point, because I have a voice, God has blessed me with a voice, with a huge following, with favor. I am popular. I think it's just not the music. I think we have to get more behind the music. Just not just do the music and, not be impactful.
I get you.
So I want to be able to spread my history, my story, to tell the young girls out there how it came up and how I got to be here, and I tell them that they could also be somebody in the future. And I think if also I had that opportunity growing up, it would even have been better for me. But we didn't have we didn't have people come to us, tell us. We suffered. People see us here, but we had very, 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 very bad backgrounds
And these are
growing up.
stories young
And people
out
don't
there
know. Yeah,
have
and
to
people
know.
think, oh, you're a star. Everything is just on a silver plate. You're okay. You have a perfect life.
Yeah.
Or even you had a perfect life growing up. Even right now, I don't have a perfect life. I need people to know I'm human. I am very normal. I have feelings. I get hurt. People think artists are like some kind of gods. So unless we stand up and tell these people, these young people, maybe like sex education, for example. I've been working with Richer Hand Uganda. I have a certificate in counseling.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I went to Victoria University.
That is
Yeah.
amazing.
So I did a course for 6 months. I have a course in counseling. And I feel like unless we come up we visited. I mean, we go to the different societies. I've been to what is that? One day get down there, Katanga, and I've been to all those kind of slums, just looking for. Girls are there, girls are defiled, girls are raped, and they're keeping quiet. They can't talk about it. Early pregnancies and, violent marriages and stuff like that. So for me, these are some of the things I feel like I should do with my voice besides the music, and leave an impact and leave and change a life, even just one. It's satisfaction for me.
Well, I get you about that. As a solution-based media, because we are always focusing on solutions than problems towards the music industry and the situation around. Well, I know as it is per now, society is driving media. It's the society driving media to what they want. And which, on my personal view, I think it's sometimes the media really has to have a proper picture, a proper vision towards the country, even the vision towards the music industry. But what do I mean through this? What are some of, and we are talking of them musical terms, what are some of those challenges you've faced as Lydia Jasmine, and you've seen many young artists out there facing the same problem, and you think there are still artists coming in
that will
still face the same problem, and what would be the solution?
Well, that's a hard one, but I'll answer that in my own perspective, with my own experience, because I remember coming up, I didn't have any managers. I did 1 song, 2 songs. On the 3rd song, somebody introduced me to somebody. Somebody that was a manager, a very big manager, by the way, introduced me to somebody to manage me. And because I was very young, naive, I wanted to be a star, the conditions I was working under were not favorable at that time. And because I didn't know I would do it, I could manage myself, or like get my brand somewhere alone by myself, or I knew I needed a manager. And that manager that was handed over to me was not very professional with the way they were handling my brand and me.
I get you.
So, and that is, by the way, that is like the biggest problem that the young artists, the girls especially, face. Some of them are used, somebody comes to manage you, but then they change, or along the way they become unprofessional. You understand?
I get you.
And then also they steal from them a lot, because now you are an upcoming artist. Are you going to question your manager every time? Okay, what money have we made now here? Okay, now what's my share now? This is that. They're getting the bookings. You don't even know the receipts, what the receipts are saying. A lot of kavuyo in there, you understand? So, and because you're just a new artist who is trying to make it in the industry, you don't have to pose all those questions. Or like, now some of them are even used against their own will. You understand? Like, or even a DJ comes, I'll play your music, I'll do this. They want sex from you. You understand? Or a bigger artist who wants to give you a collaboration comes in that picture also. So they face a lot, by the way. I was lucky. The manager they gave me was quite very strict, and I didn't get exposure a lot to the big artists, to the DJs, he was like the vessel. He would face all of them. If I wanted to do a song, for example, I did a song with Joe Steady. He talked to Joe Steady. For example, I did a song with that time also. Who was that? Daddy Andre. He did the whole. He
was approaching them.
So, but I was lucky. I had that person. There are artists out there who are not that lucky, and they are used. My friend, they are used and then they want to be stars, and for them, they think, I have to do this to get this. If I don't allow, they won't play my music. Or if I don't do this, they won't do this for me. So
what
they
do you
are
think is the
pushed.
Solution?
Exactly, that's where I'm coming. So I want to tell the artists out there. Because also me, they tried with me. But I was brave enough I promise you, I was very brave enough. I did not allow any kind of intimidation. I did not allow any kind of like, oh, if you do this, I'll do this for you. And then many artists have, even the big artists, our legendaries, went through the same things to become stars. So, but now I want people to know out there, especially who want to do music, because we're talking about music right now, that the industry has changed big time. Music has changed. Technology,
distribution.
If you know you have a talent and a passion, let nobody tell you that you have to do this to get this. Do not allow. See, it's simple. It is simple. Exactly. There are so many people. Just do your videos. TikTok is here. Guys, I'm seeing people becoming stars over a night, posting challenges on TikTok, and then they go viral, and before you know it, someone is a big star.
Definitely.
Look at Alien Skin and the likes. So did he go through somebody and blah blah? No, it was TikTok, if I'm not mistaken, and stuff like that. So use whatever channels you have. If you have that passion, you have to be hardworking anyway, because if you want something, you have to work for it. If you don't want to work for it, then you have to go through those procedures and you won't like it. So you have to be hardworking. If you have the passion, you have the passion for music, wake up one day, record your music. Beautiful music will make its way to people's ears.
And indeed, of course, you have the beautiful music. That was such an emotional conversation, but it's reality.
It is reality.
Happening.
It is.
This is something the media space is not talking about.
It is. They can't, because there are some of the people who also do the sort of
in
stuff.
The media space. I get you.
Yeah.
I wish we had more time, because it's something very big.
Those are those kind of like issues would take us the whole day, because I mean there are stories. We have to develop stories, and from stories lessons, and then solutions.
I feel like it's good for us to have such conversation, and you tell a story without even mentioning someone's name.
Like we did.
We talk something, and then someone there, the victim, the person who said so, who did so, gets to sit down
and watch.
They are now talking about me. Trust me, they always get hurt.
They do.
However much, wherever they are, they always feel it inside. Well, Jasmine, it has been nice having you.
Thank you so much.
Maybe if we can just talk about what you're up to, what is on board, and what your fans should expect.
Thank you. We have a new song called Kawowo. I think most of them have heard it, and I'd love to say thank you, for the support, because I mean I've been away for a few months, and now I'm back, and they've been there ready to receive me. Were you doing
the boring stuff in those few months when you're away? The boring stuff, I mean, sitting down with colleagues, management, and we are trying to figure out tulaga watugenda.
How do you know those things?
Of course,
you know it's funny, It's very funny. You're the first person who has tried to guess what I was doing when I was away. People are telling me, "Oh, were you in depression? Oh, did you were you going through something? Were you pregnant? Did you give birth? Really?" So, anyways, it's crazy. I was trying to rebrand myself. It's a lot. It's also another story for another day. But the good thing is I'm back, and we are having a concert next year, February. That's to be communicated, and an EP before the year ends. So roughly that's it. And I'm back to stay now. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, as MCI radio, as MCI SDGs Van, as MCI Media Challenge Initiative, we are very grateful, and we have open hands, especially for innovators who are willing to amplify their innovations to the world. We are always honored to have you. But guys, it has been Lydia Jasmine with us, and guess what? We have had a very amazing conversation in the shortest time. That is something that is very wonderful. My name is Moses, and see you on our next topical discussion. Yes, tell us. Imagine an artist.
This ambience, guys, is everything. Because I was coming from a show. Let me tell you, I was coming from a performance, sweating, and now I feel like I'm brand new. The SC on point. everything
This
is
is the
amazing. I've
field
never
the
seen
music
something like
industry
this.
should be in.
I swear, guys, this is amazing. Well
Thank you.
done.
Thank you.
It's such a creative space.
Thank you.
I
Well,
love it.
Yeah, well, it's the MCI SDG van. You can always get in touch with us by following us on our different social media platforms. We can always have a conversation about this, and we see how we can take this forward. My name is Tom Kene Moses. Till next time, bye bye.